So we are going to talk today about, believe it or not, the future of 2022, but not just 2022, the Lubbock real estate market in 2022, because we can't see the future.
And we don't know anything else.
But we can speculate about it. Eh?
Eh? It means we can't be wrong.
Jaden, what does the real estate market look like in 2022 right now, currently?
What?
Load it. What does it look
When
like?
you break down that question,
If you had to personify it,
I
what
mean,
would it look like?
it's probably
for the viewers at home.
still climbing that mountain,
Climbing up,
Yeah.
going up is what we'd say.
Yeah.
So prices are still steadily climbing.
Okay.
I would say.
Last year, where we at?
Compared to last year. So the average sold price per square foot in 2021.
Okay.
In 2022, it's up 11% in Lubbock.
Boom.
That means if your house was
House selling at $200,000 last year is $220 this year.
220 this year, which is pretty crazy. And do we think that's showing signs of stopping? Personally, and this is subjective,
Yeah.
take this with a grain of salt. This is not financial advice. I do think it's going to keep going up.
Oh, keep going up.
Yeah, I do think it's going to keep going up, 100%.
I mean, all buyer offers we're sending out are all still above list price. Yeah.
Yes, and we've discussed that before. But, I mean, the housing market is still booming in Texas, pretty much everywhere in Texas.
Hadn't slowed down yet.
Hasn't slowed down. And another thing to discuss is inventory, which a lot of people make videos about, oh, inventory is, what do they say?
Super low. I mean, I feel like it's bounced back.
feel
I mean,
like it has?
it's not to the height of like, okay, we're back to a normal market.
Yeah.
But we're not like scraping the barrel anymore. People have, the sellers have figured out, okay, we're making a little bit more money. Let's throw it out there.
You like scraping barrels?
Just a term.
You gonna scrape all the ones you got to, you know?
Well, sure.
Different kinds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we don't think Lubbock's gonna slow down with people moving here. I personally don't. I don't know if Jaden does either.
No.
And with more people moving here, I mean, it's gonna, one, create more jobs, but also jobs are gonna be moving here.
Yeah.
It's facilitating more jobs.
Yeah.
For example, we got the biggest cheese manufacturer in the country.
$870 million investment in Lubbock.
And where's that gonna be?
So that's going to be northeast of Lubbock.
So if you like cheese, if you're watching from Wisconsin, give us a call. We're not biased though.
Yeah.
We call it queso down here.
That's right.
Darn tootin'. I mean, that's crazy. 870 million cheeses, different kinds of cheese.
I think dollars.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
They're just
they're
like slaving away.
Yeah, they're putting in a giant factory out there, so that's going to bring a lot of jobs. You have
lot of
Amazon
jobs.
coming. There's a Tesla service center that just got put on 82nd. So you have a lot of
Yeah.
big companies now
So
popping
the
up on the
cheese
radar.
Factory, Tesla. Jay knows a lot about jobs too.
I've had a lot of them.
You have?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Made snow cones at one point in my life.
Did you really?
I really did.
Huh.
Yeah. So keep it on topic with the growth we've seen. So our average, this is for sale price.
sale price.
What people are listing, not
Yes.
necessarily sold,
Right.
but the average sales list price in February of 21 was $283,000.
Right, which is, you know, that's that's middle of the road for Lubbock. It's upper, probably.
So sitting February of 2022, the average list price $344,000.
See, that's just bonkers, man.
Just over 20%.
That's
increase.
bonkers.
So it is still climbing and not showing any signs of any kind of shakiness.
Yes, and so we're seeing with, and we've been on this roller coaster for the past year. I mean, really 2 years.
Yeah.
But consistently for 2 years, it's been like that, and we just think, with the amount of people moving here, I mean, we get calls from y'all all over the country. People are obviously wanting to move to Lubbock. So it's a place that, or Texas in general, but Lubbock especially,
Right.
because we live it here. The supply has been relatively low.
Yeah.
So, and the demand's been super high. So naturally, home prices are going to go up. But that doesn't answer the question, is it still a good time to buy? What do we think?
So, I mean, you have the steady climb. It's kind of the timing for, if you want to compare it to the stock market, it's like, oh, you're trying to time the market. The best time to get is just to get in, because
Yeah.
it historically continues to appreciate. Is there going to be shakiness? Sure, but same concept of the stock market. There's no perfect time to get in. You just want to be a part of it.
We're putting a disclaimer on this video just in case real estate prices do tank. You cannot come to us and get mad or sue us. This is not financial advice.
As of March 9th.
Woo! But you're going to make a lot of money in Lubbock doing real estate, trust me. But, you know, honestly, we think that just with, I mean, rates, we kind of discussed it a couple videos ago, but just going through, we don't see those really going up too high, and people are still pretty gung-ho about getting locked in at like 3.8 to 4.2
2.5 to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not seeing the like 3% interest rate because that is just buyer frenzy. It's starting, and that kind of creates that balance. So you'll start to see it relax. You'll see the inventory come as those. Pause. Just kidding.
I was gonna say something.
As interest rates start to rise up, you'll see the balance of the market kind of, stabilize.
Yeah, certainly. Any other market where it's Lubbock is still extremely, not even relatively, affordable for the majority of Texas.
Right.
Any other market across the United States, most places are going to be more expensive to live. People are looking at $400,000 houses, $500,000. We have those, but that's not the average sales price here. I just met with a guy from New Jersey yesterday. We were driving around. He's like, I can't believe this house would be $600,000 in New Jersey, but it's a $250,000 house here. So that's why we're kind of like, it's still a good time to buy.
Lubbock is the poster child for that statement.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this house would be worth X amount of dollars where I'm from. And people hate on Lubbock. We're in Lubbock. Why would you hate on this right here? Come on. Come on. But anyway, okay.
Okay, so I think Lubbock, the way I look at it is it the right time to buy? Is it too expensive? Lubbock's right in that our population hangs out between 250 to 300. I think 275 we're right now.
Yeah.
So we're right in between. 1,000, right?
It's not
people.
Just people.
Right.
We want to specify.
We have more than that. So it's right in between that smaller town, but it's not quite the big city, million plus. So I think you'll really see the explosion there as we head towards that 500,000 to 1 million people on
Which
population.
I think is probably, not in the next 20, 30 years, not far off.
All the indicators are there with like the giant cheese factory,
Amazon, the business park.
Right. So we're right on the cusp.
I don't know if you guys are keeping up with basketball. We're pretty freaking good at college basketball.
So a lot of things are right
Football's
there on the cusp
different,
of
but
explosion. So
yeah.
Is it more expensive than it used to be? Sure.
Yes.
But is it the absolute ceiling? I personally don't think so.
Don't think so at all.
Because Lubbock still has room to grow.
Yes. So if you're on the fence, if you're going, well, maybe I ought to just rent and pay, $1,200 a month to live somewhere, or $1,500. So if you're on the fence about like renting and being like, okay, well, I could pay $1,500 to live somewhere, or I could get a mortgage and my monthly payment might be $1,500 on a $250,000 house.
And honestly, this principle applies for both buying your personal or if you're looking at investment stuff.
Right.
As these people come in and you see an influx in population, like we always say, some people have got to live somewhere.
Yes.
So whether that's on the rental side, you're looking to invest, you're looking to purchase, I think there's upside for both of them.
Yeah, 100%. Well, everybody,
Andrew's had like 4 wardrobes.
I've had 4 different changes and a lightsaber.
He takes this he thinks like ever since he got recognized in public, he's taking this very seriously,
I'm famous now. It's gone straight to
Wardrobe
my head.
changes.
I'm gonna start getting bracelets and nose rings and earrings, start doing meth. But anyway, as always, it's been a beautiful video. That is kind of just, we obviously don't know the future for sure.
As we see
We're not oracles or sages, but based on the trends we've seen, we think Lubbock will consistently hit those. We're speculating, but
I believe in Lubbock.
I'm investing here personally. Jaden's invested here. We got some houses, we got renters. We're slumlords. So we're slumdog millionaires.
Don't speak for me.
Who wants to? Yeah, anyway, as always, we love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. It means the world to us. Keep commenting. Do not be scared to reach out.
Just shoot a text.
Just shoot a text, call, email, you're scared, whatever. We're not. We'll jump right in that hot water with you and we'll stew it around.
Shoot him a text. I know he's a lot of personality. Shoot him a text to warm up, then we'll get on a call.
I promise I'm consistent.
Yes.
Off camera and on. I will be the same person.
I can attest to
yes.
that. Yep.
Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Stoveface.